Today I'm going to show you a brand new Tinkercad Shape Catalog and ask for a little bit of help as we add the names. So let's get cracking. This is Tinkercad and you can find it at tinkercad.com. I always click over here and choose sign in with Google. This is what a design looks like. They're all saved to the cloud. You can choose to tinker your old projects, or like right now, I'm going to choose create new 3D design. Now, Tinkercad has a shape panel over here. There are many different ones. Right now, we're working with basic shapes. If you click more shapes, quite often there are lots of shapes here. Well, today we're going to work together to make a shape catalog. I have went through and I've hit the more shapes and more shapes and more shapes to get all of the shapes. And of course, I'm going to share that with you, but I'd like you to also help me by adding some names. Of course, these are simple. They are just the letters, so that's really easy. Notice this one would be called A, but it also has the stencil. So to get the names, you need to hover over them and double check it. As we move through this one, they get a little more complex. This is Braille, and it's the word recta. I'll show you a few more of those. Obviously, there are tons of them. I also want to move down here to where we have things like featured collections. Notice if you click on them, you can drag them out, and you can read that that one is a bench. You can also just hover over them to get the names. You'll notice that some images do not load. You can still click on that, and notice this one is the lidded ritual ewer. You can also click out here to see what it looks like. They still sometimes take time, but there it is, the lidded ritual ewer. So I do need you to track down those names as well. I'll have a technique you can use to share those with me in just a bit. So here's how you're going to be able to help me. I'm going to give you this link. I'm going to paste it here, but it'll also be in the properties and the comments. It takes a moment for this to load, but once it does, you can see we've got the basic shapes and all the pieces. So this one is obviously the whole cube. Now I would prefer you double check the names, but simply click in each box and give the name of each one. You can fill out as many or as few as you want, but I want you to understand I would like the whole world to be doing this. So notice this user right here, I've got a couple loaded, and we'll see all the icons as other users join. But if somebody is typing in these boxes, just skip to the next box. Wherever that person clicks, it'll update and you can tell that that one is being completed by somebody else. Now we've got all the categories, the letters, the design starters, the creatures and characters, vehicles and machinery. I'm going to go back to full screen so you can see them all. Structures and scenery, hardware, electronics, fun and games, everyday objects, featured collections, sim lab, and the shape generators. I am asking simply that we all click in here and start filling these out and see just how quickly the whole world can work to have all of these Tinkercad shapes named. As you're looking through the designs, if you see any that are blank, I do want you to know that you can hover over them to find out what they are. And then I also need a set of all of these so that it's easy for me to get the image. If you want to help with that, all you've got to do is go through, find them, bring them out here and set them down just like that. And then once you've got the whole collection, maybe for just the design starters or for somewhere else, I would like you to create a share link for this project. Let me quickly show how you would do this. So this one would be called Design Starters. And I'm going to give it the name Blank Images, and sometimes these will pop up later, but either way, this is a cool way for me to get access to these so I can add images to our catalog. Simply click on your properties. Choose to make the design public and leave it as share alike, and then tag it with HLMT23 so that I can quickly find it. That'll allow me to take screenshots of those images and add them to our catalog super quickly. So many years ago, I worked together with one of my classrooms. We were able to get all the names for the shape generators in under a half hour. I'm hoping with the whole world working on this, we can come in with something similar. Once I have all the names, of course, I'm going to publish this, and that way we'll all have a resource where we can quickly see all the shapes and have the names for easy searching. I do want to quickly say thank you to everybody that supports me via YouTube memberships. Don't forget there are 3 different levels of support starting as low as $5 a month. With any level of support, you get early access to videos. I also want to send a shout out to everybody that's part of my Patreon. Love how that group is growing. We are past 200 members. It has a fantastic messaging area. You really need to check it out. You can learn more with the bit.ly up above or the link in the description. Finally, friends, I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget, every time you hit that like button, share a video, add a comment down below, or click subscribe. You're helping HLModTech get just a little bit bigger, which absolutely makes my day. Friends, have a glorious day and keep tinkering.